TruckTruck.com and family. We got all kinds of passengers today. We're in this big Longhorn Laramie 2018 crew cab dually diesel. And we're up here on the way to Penrose to go ride these four-wheelers. We actually got four on board. We got one big Rancher ATV in the bed, and we got a Pioneer in the toy hauler, and a Rancher, and a new TRX 250X. So we're trying out some new machines, as well as this one. This is a beautiful truck. This truck's got one of the best looking interiors. It's got almost like a cream colored seat or a caramel colored seat. I'll look it up and tell you exactly what it is, but we are on our way to go off-roading, and it's fun. And the wind is blowing like crazy. You can tell by my hair that the wind is blowing like crazy. We're going to get up here and choke on the dust and have fun. And this is in April. This is hard to find a place without 2 feet of snow in our Rockies, so we're kind of in the foothills down by between Pueblo and Colorado Springs, close to Fort Carson. But David, how much power does this have in this Cummins 6.7 diesel?
It's got 385 horsepower and 930 foot-pound of torque.
Cool. Let's be enough. This is a 6-speed Ison. It's a 410 rear end. It's ready to tow, close to 30,000 pounds. And we're only towing like around 10,000. We got another 700 pounds in the bed. That's a few hundred pounds in the cab with all of our camera gear. And we're going to be pulling a heavy wind. You can really whipping this thing around. It surprised me, but it's high winds. We're probably 70 mile an hour winds. And it's moving semis around. It's moving ambulances around. But that's why we couldn't do a stand-up outside, an intro, because of the wind. But anyway, we'll put some cameras on the ATVs and see what we can see. But it's a new trail roof. Look at this thing whip.
Penrose Commons.
Yeah, Penrose Commons. Us and all the semis are just kind of going sideways down the road. But this thing's got that automatic exhaust brake or the full exhaust brake. And it's all controlled pretty well on power and downhill and control. So, come join us! This Ram is a Laramie Longhorn. That's the second to the top. The only thing above this is a limited. So this has every toy known to man. And it's only $80,115. Of course, there's no fuel mileage estimates on this, but this diesel, this Cummins 6.7 just roars. It's such an awesome sounding engine. I just love to listen to it going down the road. This has a 410 rear end, so we can pull up to 30,000 pounds. It's got active air. It's got rear window defroster, a big power sunroof, side steps, 17-inch wheels, and everything you ever want in it. We've had a lot of fun with this, and it's a loaded option. I think Ram has the most beautiful interiors. You look on these, and the interior, got all of our junk in here, but look at the seats. Look at the color of the seats, the interior. I think Ram really knows how to do a good interior. And their mirrors have the biggest reach in the industry. They're not the biggest glass, but they have the biggest reach because these are big dualies on this. Big duals on this Ram. Longhorn Laramie. I love the interior. I love just the way this looks. We're up here at Penrose Commons ATV trail, pulling about 9,500 pounds of trailer and about 700 pounds in the bed. But this bed, you've got to like it. The interior is gorgeous on this. I mean, look at the color of the seats, like a cream. And then it's got the beautiful brown accents and the woodwork and all the detailed engraving. Looks like a real cowboy truck. It's the real thing. A lot of room and very comfortable. These awesome floor mats in the Longhorn. I think the middle section, they have snaps come out of there, so you can get your mud in there. A lot of compartments, gigantic back seat. This has a little smaller fuel tank than I'd like to see, but this is such a gorgeous, I think Ram really knows how to do an interior. I mean, everybody makes a good interior, but Ram, I think, is on top of it. This Longhorn Laramie is gorgeous. Same way with the Ram Rebel. It's got that tire track on the seats, red accents on the side. I just really like the interiors of these Rams. Now we're up here with our four Hondas. We got one of the ranchers in the bed, this 8-foot bed on this dually Ram. We've got the new Pioneer side by side. The other rancher, so we've got two ranchers, 420s, 4-wheel drive. And then our new puppy here is the new, it's a brand new 17 TRX 250X. This is our racing quad. Well, you call them sport quads. I did put the Nerf bars on it and aluminum skid plates, so they're fully protected, but it's got an automatic clutch, centrifugal clutch actually. And we've gone anywhere that the 4-wheel drives went yesterday up here at Penrose Commons. But it is a good looking machine, a fun looking machine. It's got the red accents in the wheels and on the shock absorbers. And we're going to go for day 2 up here with our 4 Hondas. We like the dependability, that's why we use these. But the new puppy is a TRX 250X. This is a really cool bunch of trails, a lot of rocks, a lot of big bad Jeep trails with ruts and stair steps, but we've made it through day 1, and one of them's a 2-wheel drive. David's driving that, my son, really well. Eric's in the Rancher, and I'm in the Pioneer, so we're having fun up here. But it's a great place to go. It's one place in Colorado that doesn't have 2 feet of snow, and it's still in the mountains and the foothills. So we're enjoying it. It's a good place. We like this trail. We hauled up about 9,500 pounds in our toy hauler and about 700 pounds in a payload plus 5 passengers. So we're nowhere near what this Ram 3500 will tow. It's a 30,000 pound machine, and we're towing 9,500 pounds. But this is also the new, the year where they have a 30,000 pound fifth wheel available on the Ram. I don't think anybody else has that. It used to be they all stopped at 26,000, and then Ram and Ford went to 30,000 on a gooseneck. Well, now Ram has gotten ahead of everybody and gotten to 30,000 on a fifth wheel, which is always tricky because there's not too many 30,000 pound RVs out there, nor are there a lot of 30,000 pound hitches. So Ram's got all that, and we'll show you that hitch after a bit. But we're having fun up here. We did have a blowout, and I'll tell you about that experience on the trailer. But we're having fun, we're comfortable, we got all the toys we need, and we camped out last night. And here's day 2 on the trail. Well, Mr. Trucker, I learned another lesson about trailer tires. Now, on one trailer, I've got the Tucson tire pressure monitoring system. I love it. I can watch in the cab my heat and tire pressure up to 203 pounds per tire. But yesterday, we used a trailer that I didn't have time to put it on. I've got the system, I just didn't get it on. And guess what happened? We're pulling this 26-foot toy hauler, about 9,500 pounds. And we were pulling it with a Ram dually, and the wind was 60, 70 mile an hour wind, so we couldn't hear anything. But this tire blew and didn't have the monitoring system on it, so you couldn't see the gauge that told me the air pressure was dropping or the heat was rising. And so we bottomed out, didn't even know it was flat till a fellow motorist with a trailer pulled up next to us and waved us down. And this is what we see. We see a tore up trailer tire, or a wheel, blown tire, cost me a wheel and a tire. And I could have solved all that if I just would have got that system on there. Because in this kind of windy conditions, I couldn't hear it blow. I couldn't feel it with, of course, the 1-ton Ram is, it doesn't feel anything unless it's 30,000 pounds. So that was a problem. So now I'm going to go put that on, buy a new wheel and a new tire. And I could have avoided all that if I had just put the Tucson on when I planned on it. Just got too busy. It's tax time and all that, and a lot of excuses for costing myself, $200 or $300 here for nothing. So I'm going to have Tucson on all my trailer tires, and good reason for that. It prevents this kind of a problem. These wheels are expensive, the tires are expensive. It could have took the fender out, because that's what happens on a lot of horse trailers. It did kind of scuff it up a little. But we were lucky, nobody was hurt, and we didn't go crazy on the road. But you got to get a Tucson tire pressure monitor on your trailer. Hopefully you can hear me with the wind out here, but we just got back from our trip with this 1-ton Laramie Longhorn, 2018 Ram 3500. With, of course, the diesel Cummins, the 8-speed Ison automatic, or 6-speed, I'm sorry, Ison automatic. And this has the air ride too. I love it. It's actually self-adjusts, keeps you level. And there's a button inside that shows where you can actually lower the trailer when you're going down the road at highway speeds. But you got to have a certain weight of trailer, and you got to go a certain speed before you can do that, where you lower it 1 inch. But this is really a great trailer machine. A lot of fun truck to drive. Sounds awesome, like a big rig. Of course, on our trip with a Ram 3500 1-ton dually 2018 Laramie Longhorn, we use our Gen Y shock absorber hitch, which is a torsion hitch. It's got rubber in there like a torsion axle, and that takes all the bump out of the trailer. Really like them.
got tons of pickup truck questions, right?
Right. Where do we go for the answers?
We go to the Truck Nuts book.
Because we're truck nuts. And we wrote the book, Truck Nuts. We're nuts about truck. The ultimate guide to buying a truck, or to
Yep.
looking at a truck, or judging a truck. You know, whether it's diesel versus gas, new versus used, what your teenagers should learn about trucks, all that. You do all kinds of cool tests.
Yeah, we do a lot of testing. We do the iGauntlet, world's toughest towing test, up the mountain and down the mountain. We do MPG testing on the highway, loaded with trailers.
Yeah.
We do off-road testing. A lot of that data is in this book as well, and it's a one-stop shop for truck information.
That's true. We test trucks, maximum capacity, up to the biggest grades you can do on the interstate.
Yep.
So we really put them to the test. And, you know, you can get all the facts you can't find anywhere else. We do MPG tests, which you can't find on any sticker anywhere. So, you know, all the stuff that you can't find is in the book.
And you can find the book at trucknutsbook.com. There are links to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the other bookstores as well.
So read about your truck nuts.